Welcome to Catalan News. The Catalan independence referendum has received explicit support from 5 Nobel Prize Laureates. One of them is Tunisian Ahmed Galai. We'll speak to him later and bring you the latest on the political situation in the country, as well as some surprising cultural proposals. Let's begin. It's a crucial week in Catalan politics. Parliament is expected to pass a referendum law in the next few days, triggering a reaction from Madrid, which will very likely challenge all Catalan moves towards the vote in court. The Catalan president could even end up suspended from office for trying to organise the referendum. That is why Catalan officials see the latest international support for the vote as particularly crucial. That of the Nobel Peace Prize winner Ahmed Galai.
Ahmed Galai supported the referendum through an institutional declaration today. Alongside the Catalan president, Carles Puigdemont, he said that Catalonia is a nation, and as a nation, it has the right to self-determination.
Les urnes sont la solution civilisée.
Puigdemont reaffirmed that Catalonia will vote on October 1st. According to him, Spain banning the referendum would not be democratic.
De manera que un referèndum mai no pot ser qualificat d'estafa, sinó tot el contrari. L'estafa seria impedir la seva celebració. Amb les urnes mai no es fa un cop d'estat. Tot el contrari, un cop d'estat seria prohibir-les.
Galai and Puigdemont met some hours earlier in the Catalan president's office. The Foreign Affairs Minister, Raül Romeva, also took part in the session. The Tunisian laureate is one of nearly 50 world-famous dignitaries who have recently signed a manifesto called Let Catalans Vote. The text supports a negotiation between Spain and Catalonia to negotiate a binding referendum on independence. The people endorsing the text include Guatemalan Nobel Peace Laureate Rigoberta Menchú and American laureate Jody Williams.
Let us find out how strong the support is for whatever you might want to call it, self-rule, or independence.
South African Desmond Tutu also supported the vote, along with Argentinian Adolfo Pérez Esquivel and Italian Dario Fo. Celebrities such as Viggo Mortensen, Eric Cantona, and Yoko Ono also signed the manifesto Let Catalans Vote.
Ahmed Galai, as member of the Tunisian National Dialogue Quartet, won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2015 for contributing to the building of a plural democracy in Tunisia in the wake of the Asmin Revolution. Mr. Galai, thank you very much for joining us. So where does your interest in Catalonia come from?
J'ai un rapport affectif avec la Catalogne et un rapport aussi culturel et politique même. J'ai beaucoup d'amis à Barcelone et dans la région de Barcelone et j'ai eu l'occasion et l'honneur de participer à beaucoup d'événements sur des questions qui me tiennent à cœur, sur l'immigration, sur les questions culturelles. Et j'ai été aussi même à Barcelone au temps de la dictature de Ben Ali, une réunion clandestine ici à Barcelone, parce qu'on ne pouvait pas se réunir à Tunis. On est venu ici à Barcelone, qui nous a accueillis, et Barcelone toute la Catalogne est une région pleine de générosité, de culture. Maintenant, je suis là pour soutenir une cause, et je suis pour les causes justes.
You signed a manifesto in favor of an independence referendum. Why was that?
Parce que je suis un défenseur des droits de l'homme. Parce que je suis avec les causes des peuples, les causes des entités culturelles à s'exprimer. Parce que je suis convaincu que nul n'est démocrate s'il ne soutient et s'il ne reconnaît le droit des peuples à l'autodétermination. C'est un principe de base qu'on trouve dans le premier article du pacte de droits civils et politiques et du pacte de droits civils économiques et sociaux. Donc c'est un droit élémentaire. Donc je suis pour que tout peuple, et notamment ici le peuple catalan, décide librement et pacifiquement de son avenir. Le référendum est un outil démocratique et si un État de droit prétend qu'il l'est, alors il doit reconnaître ce droit inaliénable et un droit inhérent à la personne humaine et au peuple et aux entités culturelles. La Catalogne est une entité culturelle, est une entité historique, elle a une unité géographique, donc c'est une nation, selon les définitions sociologique et historique, et donc elle a le droit de s'auto-gérer, de s'auto-déterminer et le droit d'être indépendante. C'est pour cela que j'ai signé ce manifeste, par principe et par amour à cette ville qui nous a accueillis et qui nous a donné beaucoup de générosité culturelle.
The Spanish government says the referendum is illegal and vows to stop it. What if Catalan officials do not accept this and go ahead with the vote anyway, disobeying Madrid?
Parfois, la désobéissance civile est légitime. Si beaucoup de peuples ont désobéi légitimement et pacifiquement à un diktat. Le peuple catalan décide maintenant de choisir son avenir, et si l'État central utilise des discours fallacieux parfois, il utilise un discours de la peur, il utilise un discours de crainte pour dissuader les gens à voter, le peuple catalan a le droit de s'auto-proclamer, de décider, et ce n'est pas une désobéissance violente, c'est une désobéissance civile, et je rappelle que tous les pays épris de liberté ont recouru à ce type de désobéissance qui, pour moi, est légitime.
Thank you, Mr. Galai. Let's move now to another topic. Catalonia says it's ready to manage all its taxes itself. That is, of course, if it ever becomes independent. And although Treasury officials in the Spanish administration say the new tax agency would need up to 4,000 new staff members to be fully operational and fight fraud, the government is convinced that very soon it could manage up to 42 billion euros.
The Catalan tax agency took a major step forward today with the opening of 27 new offices and 700 people now working for the institution. More importantly, the agency is also taking on new responsibilities. For instance, it will collect succession and donation taxes, it will handle the financial obligations of Catalan public companies, and will also be responsible for collecting outstanding taxes and payments, such as unpaid traffic tickets. Thus, the Catalan government moves towards handling all duties that come under Catalonia's current autonomous status, as laid down by Spanish law.
Ens agrada la responsabilitat, estimem la responsabilitat, si m'ho permeteu, gairebé estem enamorats de la responsabilitat. Per tant, la volem exercir tota, en plenitud, no només en l'àmbit de la despesa, com ja fem en enorme mesura, sinó també en l'àmbit de la recaptació.
But it is no secret that the Catalan government is also laying the foundation for a potential tax agency in an independent Catalonia, something opposition parties have repeatedly criticised. The Catalan president said today that the deployment of the Catalan tax agency serves as proof that his government is ready to act on the results of the referendum to be held on October the 1st. That is, of course, if the Spanish government does not manage to prevent the vote from taking place. But the new responsibilities of the Catalan tax agency could prove to be valuable sooner than might be expected. All funds will continue to be sent to the Spanish tax authorities, but as both Catalan and Spanish governments are set to clash sooner or later, the several billions which the agency now handles could provide some leverage in the hands of the Catalan government.
Unemployment increased by 10,000 people this August in Catalonia. Year-to-year figures are much more positive, they show a 10% decline. But authorities are worried by the month-to-month increase, which could be related to fraud. Some companies might be trying to save on taxes by not paying holidays to their employees and instead rehiring them in September after the summer break, something that the government says it is very much committed to fight against. When we think about graffiti, we usually imagine big cities and industrial areas. But in a small town in Lleida, in western Catalonia, they are challenging the stereotype and demonstrating that there are amazing walls to be painted on there as well.
The inhabitants of the small Catalan town Torrefarrera, of just around 4,500 people, are enjoying a different kind of art than they're used to these days. The first edition of the Street Art Festival kicked off this weekend, and the streets are already full of spray cans and small cranes for the artists to reach every corner of their murals. There are a total of 12 spaces to be decorated around the town, both publicly and privately owned. The biggest wall, and perhaps also the biggest challenge, is 400 square meters big. During a whole week, 12 artists from Catalonia, Spain and Colombia will paint a total of 1,500 square meters around this small municipality. According to the town hall, the Urban Art Festival is a way of invigorating and regenerating spaces around the town, promoting urban art as a way of social integration. The Colombian artist Zurich, and the only girl participating in the festival, is used to painting murals in big cities, so she especially appreciates the fact of decorating walls in a small village.
Que hayan este tipo de cosas acá me parece muy bueno, además que la proporción población-muros es mucho más cercana a lo que puede ser en una gran ciudad. Y mucha más gente se da cuenta de los muros que se están pintando.
The festival's 12 chosen artists all bring bold attitude proposals to Torrefarrera. One of the most controversial pieces is a mural of 130 apocalyptic square meters denouncing the destruction of the planet. The artwork does not leave anyone indifferent. The festival ends this Friday 8 when the best pieces will be awarded by the jury. This is the first edition, but the organizers already advanced that the festival will have continuity, which means that in a few years the township scenery will undergo a spectacular change.
The festival continues until Friday. And with this, we finish today's show. We'll be back tomorrow with more information about what is going on in Catalonia. And until then, we leave with you some pictures by Joan Colom, who died this weekend. He was one of the first photojournalists in Catalonia and captured some of the most fascinating scenes in Barcelona. Take a look and see you tomorrow. Thank you.